hate microphones. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jilliana Ranicar-Breese. My first announcement is that I was told I could only read for 5 minutes, and I've gone and abridged the story. So if anybody wants to read the complete story, it's on my website, which is jilliana.com. That's spelled Jillia, oh my voice, N-A. The other announcement is I'm going to be giving on the 4th of December at Fudge's in Hove, actually, a salon, Jilliana's spoken word salon. One person has already or will be signing up. So if anybody is interested, they get a 5-minute slot in the open mic section and to come and see me so I can take their details in the interval. Right, well, the Odyssey. I spent quite a bit of time in Turkey, and this is what happened to me in Istanbul. It's called A Cock and Bull Story. I made the error of writing an announcement online in the members forum on the Internations website. Jilliana from the UK would like to see Istanbul through a member's eyes, without specifying male or female. A very big mistake. I got a reply from Ahmet, who pounced on me verbally. Little did I suspect what he had in mind. Predator Ahmed sent me his mobile number, and one morning I spontaneously texted him. He responded immediately, calling me beautiful lady. I should have suspected then, but I was alone in the big city, so, well, why not? I suggested he came to my hotel at noon to show me his Istanbul. Ahmet arrived on the dot as the grandfather clock in the lounge struck the seduction hour and the parrot squawked, "Mahaba." An average European boyish male of about 34 with a self-confident smile. He eagerly offered to show me an out-of-way district not too far away, producing like a magician a metro ticket. As he had a ticket to ride, or was it to take me for a ride? Off we went, passing a modern hotel very close to mine. For some reason, I commented that the architecture looked out of place as all the other buildings were historic. It was then he proudly informed me that cuckolding went on in that specific hotel. Does anyone know what cuckolding is? I can tell you I didn't. Sure do now. Had I not referred to that hotel, would the C subject have emerged, or was he just testing my sexual knowledge and experience? Being a linguist, I demanded to know the full C meaning in context. His eyes sparkled. I had opened a can of worms, or should I say cocks and bulls, not cock and bull, his favourite topic and indulgence. He whipped out his mobile to show me it was only the mobile, to show me the meaning, bragging he was a master alpha bull. You've got to look it up on Google to find all what this means. I did, of course. He was into more than fucking, that's for sure, and no doubt was a regular visitor at the hotel, proudly telling me the capitals of cuckolding were New York, Paris, and Istanbul. We travelled 2 stations and got out in a very desolate concrete square with very few people walking around, crossing over to a rundown area called Aksaray. with Russian signage above the warehouses. The people who come and stay in these areas are buyers and sellers, not only of garments, but other things as well, such as sex and sex trafficking from Eastern Europe, Romania, and the Ukraine. This, he proudly announced, was also the prostitute area, probably Russian angels of the night. Only come out at 7 p.m. and the black ones of dubious heritage at 6. Obviously in the know, but why would he think I would be interested in this unattractive, seedy business area? I asked the rates, which of course he knew, but today I've forgotten. Not expensive, as they were not call girls, but on the streets and in dingy rooms in sleazy local hotels, black being cheaper than white. I asked about their menus too, as the prices went up and down, depending on when the members went up or down. At some point we passed a black woman wearing a sexy, tight, lacy mini dress with a well-endowed derriere. Ahmed grunted like the bull that he was, flaring his nostrils, turning and said he wouldn't mind having her for dinner. It was clear he didn't care where he put his member. I was feeling hungry, and as I enjoy borscht, I thought I would take advantage of the ethnicity of the area and invite my so-called sex-mad guide for a snack. Not that he deserved it, but being gustatory, I salivated, thinking not of hot sex and sour-tasting spunk, but hot borscht with sour-tasting cream. Ahmet seemed to know the district well, telling me he had dealings with the Eastern Bloc and had exhibited in the USSR with commodities, but his business had gone down the drain and he was skint. I got the message loud and clear. Ahmet was looking for a foreign sugar mummy. Moi! Ooh la la, did the stallion back the wrong mare? Did he imagine me to be a British angel of love? Did they have a special mounting technique in Turkey? Did I miss a bullish opportunity? He picked an empty Ukrainian cafe, which was clean but basic. Soup, red cabbage and sausages were on the laminated menu in Russian, which he was able to read. He boasted he was on LinkedIn and showed me the entry on his phone, and telling me that what I couldn't write was "what a good fuck I am." Was I missing a trick here? Even though I was involved in the world of conjuring an illusion for 30 years, I had not turned a trick. Back in my cozy traditional room at the Bayuk Londra Hotel, I enthusiastically Googled cuckolding, for educational purposes of course, and even found explicit entries on Craigslist in Istanbul and an article written by a sex-mad American woman. I learnt about the underbelly of Istanbul that afternoon and had a fascinating insight into the dark side of people's alternative and sexual proclivities and lives. I still have Ahmet's text and phone and photos on my mobile, but somehow I don't think I'll be calling him. I'm sticking to the Museum of Innocence, more my C style. And I presume everybody's going to Google cuckolding now.
One more time for Jilliana Ranicar-Breese, ladies and gentlemen. Always a treat, always a day.